Miquella, an Empyrean born of Queen Marika the Eternal and her consort, Radahn, is the elder twin of Malenia. The two are known throughout the lands as the twin prodigies, beings of immense potential and tragic fate. Miquella's essence was once shared with another, Saint Trina, whom she ultimately cast away, sealing that part of herself deep within the stone coffin fissure. In the realm of shadow, high upon Enir Ilim, at the gate of divinity, she is encountered during the battle against promised consort Radahn. Today, dear lore lovers, we step into her story, through wrath and gold, love and betrayal, slumber and shadow. Welcome to Lion-Drag, where the echoes of ancient tales find voice once more. Miquella and her twin sister Malenia came into the world bearing incurable curses. While Malenia was afflicted with the scarlet rot, Miquella's burden was a curse of eternal youth. In their shared suffering, Miquella made a solemn vow to her sister and dedicated herself to breaking the fates that bound them. The bond between them ran deep, so much so that Malenia pledged herself as Miquella's sworn blade, ever at her side as guardian and protector. Miquella was beloved by many, gifted with a profound and mysterious ability to inspire love and devotion. This power led many to see her not as the most gentle, but as the most fearsome of the Empyreans. Like her parents, Marika and Radahn, two beings in one form, Miquella too was divided. Her other self, Saint Trina, wandered the dreams of mortals, embodying the boundless love Miquella held within her. Trina was her fate, her unseen half, chosen by her two fingers to ascend as an Empyrean and inherit the mantle of Queen Marika. Miquella walked the path of the Golden Order fundamentalism, crafting new incantations to offer her father Radahn. But when these teachings failed to cure Malenia, she turned away from the Order. In its place, she forged a new path, unalloyed gold. With it, she created sacred needles, destined to hold back the influence of outer gods and shield her sister from the ravages of the rot. These same needles even held the power to quell the madness of the frenzied flame. She also sought a cure for her half-brother Godwyn, whose soul was left in a liminal state of incomplete death, though her efforts came to no avail. Determined to reshape the world, Miquella watered a sapling with her own blood, nurturing what she hoped would become a new earth tree. This sapling took root above the fortress of Elfheil and grew into the Haligtree. Loyal knights and soldiers gathered around it, adorning themselves with symbols of unalloyed gold, braided crowns and shields that shimmered with her chosen metal as tokens of fealty and love. Miquella's compassion extended especially to the downtrodden. Her Haligtree became a sanctuary for the exiled and the despised, offering refuge to those like the Albinorics, who had no place in the world beyond. In her pursuit of godhood, Miquella understood that she would require a consort. Her gaze turned to her half-brother, General Radahn. She made her offer, and Radahn accepted, swearing himself to that role under conditions known only to them, and perhaps to Malenia as well. With her armies at her back, Malenia marched into the scarlet lands of Caelid, seeking to confront her promised consort, Radahn. There, amidst the blighted waste, the Battle of Eonia erupted. As the clash reached its peak, Malenia unleashed her final, desperate power, Scarlet Eonia. After whispering softly into Radhahn's ear, Miquella awaits thee, O promised consort. The land bloomed with wrath. Spent and broken, Malenia fell into a deep slumber. One of her knights, bound by loyalty, carried the comatose goddess across the lands between, returning her to the shelter of the Haligtree. Radahn endured, but at a cost. The rot had invaded his mind, reducing the once proud general to a beast driven by madness, feasting blindly upon the fallen, whether friend or foe. If the tale so far has drawn you in, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Lion-Drag. It helps this channel grow so I can continue weaving these stories for all of you. And if you have thoughts, questions, or your own interpretations, leave them below. I'd love to read them. In the battle's aftermath, Miquella, seeking to complete her transformation, embedded herself into the roots of the Haligtree. But while she slept, a betrayal unfolded. Mohg, her half-brother and servant of the formless mother, stole the slumbering Empyrean. He carried her deep beneath the world, into the hidden palace of Mohgwyn. There, he dreamt of crowning Miquella as a god of his own making and taking her as his consort. He offered blood sacrifices, drenching her cocoon, hoping to rouse her. Yet Miquella never stirred. She had laid a hidden enchantment upon Mohg, intending to use the omen as a vessel and gateway to the realm of shadow. There, her designs would unfold, and Radahn's soul would find a new form through Mohg's remains. Mohg's knight, Sir Ensbach, rose in rebellion, challenging Miquella to free his master, but he, too, fell under her spell. With no more blood offerings and the protective power of the unalloyed golden needle gone from Malenia, the Haligtree withered. Scarlet rot spread unchecked through its heart. Soldiers and faithful alike waited in vain for Miquella's return, their hopes clinging to a memory. Using Mohg as her unwitting key, Miquella passed into the realm of shadow and approached the gate of divinity. Along this journey, she shed parts of herself, her body, her eye, her fears, her love, leaving behind radiant golden crosses that marked each sacrifice like glimmering footsteps of the path to godhood. Her disciples followed these signs, tracing her passage through the gloom. Among the fragments she cast aside, her other half, Saint Trina, left behind in the stone coffin fissure. Though abandoned, Trina's love endured. Yet she understood that godhood would be a prison for Miquella and yearned for her death to spare her such a fate. Eventually, a tarnished warrior broke into Mohg's stronghold and struck down the Lord of the Blood. Sir Gideon Ofnir proposed destroying the cocoon to halt whatever transformation was underway, but another voice called out, Needle Knight Leda, a faithful of Miquella, who beckoned the Tarnished to touch Miquella's withered arm and enter the realm of shadow. Within that realm, the Tarnished encountered more of Miquella's followers and uncovered her purpose, to ascend through the gate of divinity. But as her great rune was cast aside, the charm that had held her followers in sway shattered. At last, within the sacred tower of Enir Ilim, the Tarnished faced a terrible foe, Radahn reborn, his vessel forged from Mohg's twisted remains. In the final moment, Miquella emerged from the gate and embraced Radahn as her consort, yet their union was short-lived. The Tarnished rose triumphant, felling both Radahn and Miquella, and bringing an end to her vision of an age born from compassion. And so, the golden path of Miquella fades into silence, for now, but the story lingers and its embers glow in the heart of those who seek meaning in myth. If you've enjoyed this journey, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to Lion Drag, and join our Discord, a warm sanctuary for lore lovers like you, where stories are discussed, unraveled, and reborn. Until next time, may your flame never falter.